This man weighs 300 tons. Every time he takes a step, the ground trembles. When he sees a beautiful woman, he licks his lips. He raises his right hand and slowly reaches forward, but unexpectedly, he ignores the woman entirely. It turns out his eyes are set on the roasted chicken. He chews off a drumstick, eats it with a satisfied expression, but didn't realize that the drumstick had been sitting there for decades. In an instant, his stomach goes on strike. He clutches his belly in pain, with fists clenched tightly and his peach-shaped but sticking out. Even a 100-year-old granny is sent flying. The airflow immediately creates a mushroom cloud, and it blasts the man awake. Turns out it was just a daydream. The man is actually a Harvard professor. That day, he wiggled his way to school and found there were more pests than students on campus. Even a tiny pet flew into his sandwich. The man was startled because all those pests were actually his pets. The man was called into the office, but his peach-shaped butt couldn't fit in the chair. At this moment, the little pest cheered him on by adding 2 delicious cubes into the principal's coffee. That day, the man was teaching in the classroom. His students could only listen to thin air because as soon as he wrote down an answer, the title at the bottom would be smudged away. Then a new teacher arrived at the school. When the man saw her, he instantly felt like spring had come. After going home, the whole family enjoyed a meal with delighted faces. Each person looked even greasier than the braised pork knuckle they were eating. The father asked the man to eat the knuckle, but he started complaining about the calories in it. Turns out, he had successfully asked the new teacher out on a date. For love, he decided to lose weight, but dancing for weight loss didn't work because he couldn't jump. Running for weight loss failed because 1 minute of jogging required a day to recover. Then he tried acupuncture for weight loss, but even being covered in needles had no effect. That night, the man sat there watching couples on TV. Feeling heartbroken for no reason, he turned his head and fell asleep. The scene shifted, and the man was suddenly rushed to the emergency room just as the doctor was about to operate.